Syrians, welcome to your January 2018 reading. Happy New Year. I hope you have the most amazing year. And I like your energy right now because it's very uplifting as I'm tuning into you. I think you're going to have a pretty cheerful month. I'm going to get into the reading. I'm using the Dream Enchantress Tarot. Oh. A big message that is conveyed to you, as well as some sort of advice from them, is that you would be better off to cultivate extra patience this month. And I know that's not something you want to hear, but you are headed towards this amazing, amazing, amazing new land of opportunities and magic. But there was this curiosity from your part because I think the fog is kind of clearing and it's like that last little bit, and you're getting more impatient because it's that last little bit and you can feel it and you can almost see through to the other end, but then you're not still sure yet. It's still happening. It's this energy of movement though. Like you are moving away and you are reaching the destination towards this final gate of this the new dawn. This is the Death card, and you've kind of just been trusting this inner nudge to keep making certain moves that may not necessarily make sense, and you've been doing all of this work, and the dawn is here. The dawn is near. This is in the near future that you can see where it's finally leading. This light is finally there, but there's this need for you to cultivate this enlightened perspective of cultivating this absolute awareness of your eternal nature and thus timelessness of the reality that you're embodying. But there's that Seven of Cups energy where it could be confusing, and you have to tune into your heart and remember this calling that first you set out on this path to, because it wasn't just about living this life in a way that you thought. There was this aspect of life that you knew since maybe you were a kid, that you were meant to do something not huge, but I would more say extraordinary. It's not something that was defined for civilizations to know, and it's this spirit infused way of living that's going to manifest a completely different reality than what people are used to knowing. You come from a place of feeling abandoned and having lots of these unworthiness issues. You come from a place of feeling like you're not good enough to set out on this new journey and deserving of this new beginning. And that also shows up as a Five of Cups as well. So there's that physical and emotional interweaving of chaotic unworthiness and abandonment. But can you kind of see why all of this stuff happened in your life? Can you maybe start to see it now? Because where you're headed is actually the Ten of Pentacles, which is absolute abundance and prosperity for everybody to share. It's like a communal riches. And you have the Fool card there, so it's like this is a brand new beginning in feeling this way. It's like you've never felt like this before, because in your past and your distant past, both of it comes from this 5 of Pentacles and this 5 of Cups, which is feeling really, really crappy about what happened to you and the wounds that you have. It's almost like you feel like you have to heal these somehow before you move on to the next chapter. But that's also just the story that you're making up for yourself so that you could keep continuing to manifest certain narratives that your ego just likes to identify with. And so since you're moving on from that and you have this charisma about it, it's like you are confident and you have this newfound sense of movement towards it. It's actually very, very forward moving and towards the death of that paradigm. And what you end up with is new beginning in this happy land, happy promised land. And this is all going to manifest by the end of January. If not the actual physical, you will feel it. You will feel that it's happening. And once you feel that it's happening, then it's happening. Now, in your environment, you have the 3 of Cups and the Queen of Swords. So it's like you are freaking celebrating this awesome new life that's unfolding for you as you see this. But it's like a part of you can't wait to see the end result of this. Even though your happy ending, so to speak, happy ending as in this end cycle of this is happening in front of your eyes, you're sort of like, oh, I kind of want to see what happens. But it's like, that's not fun, because when you watch a movie, you don't want to see the ending before the movie is done, right? You're celebrating, but you have also this emotional detachment towards the celebration. It's kind of like, you know, and you're preparing for what's happening next, which is pretty funny. In your hopes and fears, you have the 6 of Pentacles. So you are hoping to kind of give to others as you receive these gifts from the universe and as these are unfolding. One thing that I would like to remind you, however, is that when you are manifesting this reality, getting used to it, don't worry about immediately sharing it. Like, you will share it when it's the right time, but when you are getting used to this 10 of Pentacles straight from the 5 of Pentacles energy, you've got to take care of yourself first. Meet your needs first. Meet your desires first. Because this is a quantum shift. It's not like you went from 5 of Pentacles to the 7 of Pentacles to the 8 of Pentacles to the 10. It's like you're going quantum. It's like 5 to 10, 0 to 100. But yeah, you're hoping to give to others, but don't worry, because your natural emanation of your frequency is the biggest gift in itself without you needing to do anything about it. Okay, so one tip I would have for you is do not worry about how exactly the outcomes are unfolding, but just tune into the change itself and see, oh, it's actually happening. I don't need to see the actual results. It's like, just keep charging ahead. Just keep going. You got 2 knights here. Just keep charging ahead. And you have a 6 of Swords, which is movement. Just keep going. Just keep moving through this month. And you will see at the end of the month, or possibly at the end of February, where all of this has been leading to. Okay. I am so excited for 2018. I literally think it's gonna be the best year of my life. Do you feel the same? It's just something within me. I already feel all the changes, you know, and I have normal friends, okay? Like, I know I'm like super spiritual and I'm super esoteric, and I do have really deep friends, a few really profound friends that I can talk to all of this about, but most of the people in my life have no idea how deep my soul runs, because it's impossible. I'm obviously been placed in this environment as like a grid holder. Like, there's not a lot of people around me that are like me, and I think that's the same with a lot of people. The universe is pretty efficient with its resources. It's not going to place any more than necessary in a physical grid, you know. But I have had the opportunity to connect with a lot of people who I can talk to this stuff about. I've had the pleasure of meeting so many wonderful other starseeds who, unfortunately, they're working on their own stuff too. So they're you know, and they're geographically far away from me. But the point being, usually people my age will go out and like go ham for New Year's Eve. But like, what did I do last year? Last year I was at a meditation retreat for 10 days where I was like serving the students. And it was probably one of the best New Year's, most profound New Year's I've ever had. I'm actually going on a silent meditation retreat on the 17th this month of January for 10 days again. And I'm really, really excited because I can just totally use that 10 days of no interaction and nothing, just silence. A lot of people are afraid to be alone for 10 days. A lot of people are afraid of not talking for 10 days. But to me, like, it feels like heaven. That's how introverted I am. And that's how much goes on in terms of like energies and stuff and how sensitive I am. And I'm very comfortable with meditating for 10 days straight. It's just feels like wonderful to me. You have a gift for working with young people, and your divine purpose involves helping, teaching, or parenting children. So all the new kids that are coming through, this kind of message comes through all the time with the Starseed readings, because a lot of the Starseed adults who are watching this right now, their purpose is to help this new starseed stream of people who are coming and gonna inhabit the whole earth. And yeah, so I think this is just another reminder of that. You also have a card that is a bond with animals. And so this must have to do with nature, and I don't know, there's a little cat there. Do you like cats? It's like little kitties and young people. It feels like you should focus on connecting with little souls like this, like animal souls and baby souls, like young souls that are more pure and divine and not so corrupted. When you feel alone, like that instinct card, was that you? Oh no, that wasn't even you. But tune into the energies of these animals and children. And I think that's going to be very beneficial for this month. If you have trouble finding people to resonate with, just as I've been talking about how there's not a lot of people around me who I can just openly talk to about this. If you feel like that, tune into animals and children, because they know. I mean, they don't know like you know. You have a unique perspective on all of this. Like, so unique that you probably can't ever find somebody who resonates with you perfectly. But, yeah. Patience. It's so funny because I was telling you how you have to be patient this month, and the card you get is patience. So I think just a little more, just a few weeks more until you finally have evidence for the security you feel. It's almost like you feel the security and you feel the change, but you're like, why do I feel this? Where's the evidence for this? But it's like, you don't need the evidence right now. Like, you feel it, right? So just patience. Patience is a virtue. And then Archangel Raphael comes up with physical challenges. So this is relative to the Five of Pentacles energy, and there's that quantum shift of this physical abandonment you felt, this physical isolation you felt, and any physical issues like health, money, any sort of physical anything is being healed. And I think that's the part where you feel the healing taking place, and you're looking for reasons why you feel this way just to confirm it. But you don't need to confirm it, because the confirmation comes after the emotional frequency shifts. The emotional frequency shifts usually will come first, especially if you're a sensitive soul. I'm going to pull one color card. Ground yourself. Whew. And connect to spirit in nature. So connect to spirit in nature comes with this this is like the similar message of connecting to animals. And I think just grounding is really important for you this month. You have a lot of energetic shifts, and all that physical changes that you're making this month, all the physical changes that are occurring this month, the quantum shift, it will help your body transition very much more gracefully if you take time and practice to ground yourself. Now, so that means getting out into nature, connecting with plants, connecting with animals, and eating the right things to ground yourself. Lots of red stuff. You could try red light therapy. A lot of people are skeptical, but skeptics. The thing with skeptics though is like, you know how the placebo effect works, right? When you believe something, how it changes the content of what like matter, substance. And then what's funny is when people find out about this, they're like, oh, it's just a placebo effect. But it's like, hello, it's a placebo effect. Like, you believe in something and it changes the freaking substance. How is that just a thing to overlook? How is that a thing that people are like, oh, it's just fake? No, you're fake. I'm just kidding. You're not fake. They're fake. It's like, yes, they're virtual beings just as much as the placebo effect is a virtual effect. You are just as virtual. What do you think this is? Sorry. I get feisty sometimes, but I'm still having... Anyways, sorry. I'm getting distracted. So I hope you have an amazing month. I hope this resonated with you a little bit at least. And I love you guys so much. Have an amazing, amazing reflective rest of 2017. I will be meditating probably when it's New Year's Eve and it ding, the midnight bell rings. I'm not going out. I'm not getting turned up. I'm not getting lit. I'm going to stay home and I'm going to meditate. So that's how I like to start off my year. It's like, yeah, I'm going to have so much fun if I went out, but it's like the next day I'm going to be crushed. I don't want to start my year like that. So I will talk to you guys later.